Hello and welcome to the 15th Colonel Marbles Miniatures Review vidcast. Now it's a packed show this week. I've got a top 12 rather than a top 10 for you, so we best get straight on.
Sponsored in part by Rattlehead Games, now offering Morgan Keith Studios products.
So starting us off at number 12, we have Stronghold Miniatures. These are new greens from their forthcoming Fantasy Samurai type range. First up is Kurashima, sculpted by Matt Lord. Next up is Taiga, who looks slightly Thruddish to me. These two are probably the best of the greens posted up by Stronghold so far, in my opinion. Our old chums at Hasslefree are at number 11 this week. This is Artemis, a 40mm female hoplite from the Greek Boeotian period of about 395 BC. She's a work in progress, but she's still looking very good. Just a shame about the larger scale, which won't fit in with many other figures. And now, as they say, for something completely different. At number 10 we have Wessex Games. They've added two new dwarf packs to their Panzerfaust Weird World War II range, which I think are really bags of fun. Both packs contain 5 28mm scale miniatures and retail for £5 UK. Pretty good value, I think. Those crazy Frenchmen over at MSB Toys fill the number 9 spot. Aha, monkey! Pigsy! No, I haven't gone raving mad. I'm just reliving my childhood memories of the BBC Two series Monkey. The fun TV series was based on an old Chinese legend, as are these forthcoming MSB releases. It's some kind of special edition. I'm not quite sure what that means at the moment, but the pack will sell for €35. Artisan Designs are at number 8. They have a number of new figures out for their Thrilling Tales line, each selling for £2 UK. I really like the figure on the right, a wonderful oddball from one of my favourite films, Kelly's Heroes. There's also an excellent Captain Biggleswade and a mysterious Herr Tot. Great stuff all round. And number 7 in this week's extended show, it's Dark Age. First up is this Soul Warden, Keltra Rick, selling for $16.99 US. I think I still prefer the original Soul Warden Dark Age produced, although I think that's now out of production. Next is this Scarred Fetish Bearer, retailing for $5.99 US. This is a rather fine figure, and I like the weird standard she's holding and the heavy mace in the other hand. Aha, me hearties! At number 6, we've got Crusader Miniatures. Yes, these are some new greens from Crusader's growing range of pirates. You can't go wrong with this range really, and these are some fine additions. I particularly like this bearded old sea dog, who may yet find his way into my collection. At number 5 this week we have Weird Miniatures. These Hell's Angels imps are from a new line that Weird are calling Catacomb Prowlers. They are meant to be a bit of fun, over the top and a touch comical, and I think they've succeeded here in these miniatures. The imps are going to cost $12 US for a pack of 3 and are now available from Weird's online store. At number 4 this week we have New Testudo. This excellent historical range concentrates on the medieval Battle of Tannenberg. They have two new 28mm releases, the first of which is Konrad von Liechtenstein, Warhammer Empire Counts Each a Heart Out. Also they have this Polish champion, who I'm going to mispronounce horribly as Zawiza Zazani, the Black. Both of them are available for €6. This episode sponsored in part by the Fiend Foundry, who produce quality resin terrain at an affordable price. Into the crucial top 3 now, and at 3 we have Westwind. Westwind have finally taken the wraps off their Secrets of the Third Reich range of Weird War II mechas. This German Panzer mecha costs £14.99 UK. And this British Recon airborne transport will go a treat with my old Imperial Warzone army. Again, it costs £14.99 UK. France are at number 2 this week in the glorious form of Rackham Miniatures. First up is this slightly bizarre but rather fun new Cadwallon miniature for the Urakan clan. Next up is this rather cool looking levitating dude whose pants quite literally seem to be on fire. But certainly my favourite has to be this wonderful female elf. She looks really sassy. Part sponsored by Blue Table Painting, your first choice for a quality miniatures painting service. But the coveted number 1 spot goes this week to Magnificent Egos. There were a slew of new releases from Magnificent Egos this week, but 2 really stood out for me. This is Van Brace, a Guardian construct, sculpted by Chaz Elliott and retailing for $12.99 US. It looks like a cat in a huge armoured uniform, and it really reminded me of a story in a recent Grant Morrison comic called We 3, which you should check out by the way. But this has to be my favourite miniature of the week, Dawn the Fallen Archon, Sculpted by Gail Gumon and Chaz Elliott and selling for $9.99. I just love everything about this. The pose, the wings, the cape, even the base is good. A tremendous figure, which I heartily commend to you. Well, that just about wraps up another week's show. Thanks for continuing to watch, and I hope to bring you some more great miniatures next week.